Hello friends, welcome back. Today I want to discuss about two free tools that I extensively use in my competitor analysis, and I found them very effective, very useful, and both of them are free. So I just thought of discussing about those two tools so that you can also use in your analysis. So let's get it started. Both of them are just Chrome extensions. You can simply download and do a free sign up. That's about it. Need not to pay anything. So first extension is basically SEO Surfer Chrome extension. Just go to Google and type for it SEO Surfer Chrome extension. Then this is the results what you see. So pick up the first URL itself. Once you click this URL, this is the screen that you will get. Keyword Surfer. I already installed this particular extension, so that's why I need not to once again install or sign up. That's all not required. But if you are exploring this first time, you will see a button here to install and also do a free sign up. So just install this, then you will get in an icon something like this. You can see on the top right corner. Once you enable this is the first extension. I will tell you how this will be useful. We will take an example and analyze it. The second extension is word counter. This is also very useful. I will show you how I use this. So you just for this particular extension, type word counter extension in Google Chrome, in Google, and search for it. So you will get these results. The first top one result will be word counter plus. The second result is word counter. You can use either of it, but I practically use the second one. So I'm not very sure about how the first one works. I assume that more or less functionalities would be same, but in any case the second one is what I am using, so you can go ahead and use the same thing. So click this particular URL and open here. This is the page what you will see. Again, I already installed this particular extension as well, so I need not to, I won't find the button here to install and all that. But if you are doing it first time, you will get a button here to install on Chrome, add to Chrome and all that. So do both these things. So here for word counter, I don't even remember that any sign up is required. It's absolutely free to use. But SEO Surfer, I believe there is a free sign up required, because SEO Surfer has a lot of paid tools also. But for this particular analysis what I'm going to explain now, you need not to go for any kind of a paid tools. It's absolutely the free features itself is a good enough. So now how I use them in my day-to-day analysis, let's take an example and look at it. So I'm going back to the same, that Android keyword analysis that we did few couple of weeks back, I believe. If you're not watched that particular video, go ahead and see that. Very useful. It will be very handy for you, whichever niche you are analyzing after finding out the keywords. So this is the spreadsheet I used for Android keyword analysis. Though it is a very high competitive niche, still we were able to discover a lot of keywords and topics that are low in competition. And then when we went ahead and did a manual analysis using the Moz bar, and also using the Ahrefs. If you have Ahrefs, you can use Ahrefs. Otherwise, also I showed you another video where you can do using the free tool called Mousbar. Now let's do the same analysis once again, and let me explain you how I use these both these free tools that I just now showed you. The first one, let me take the first keyword. So let's go here, and then I think the same keyword. Let me explore this. Now if you saw my earlier video, we were actually focusing on DA part of that particular search results. Basically what we are trying to see here is, for this particular keyword, how is the competition and what we should do better in comparison to the competition to outperform. That's basically our objective. So what we did in earlier video is, we wanted to check all the competitor DAs, domain authorities, So, and if we find some of the forums like Quora is a forum or question and answers website, or low DA sites, then it is a potential keyword to target. Like for this particular keyword, we found Quora in second place. Then we found there is one more site with a DA just 16, another site DA just 24, and one more site DA 4. That's how we picked up this particular keyword, because we see that enough potential is there. Now, apart from that, this is basically with respect to the domain authority comparison of the competitor sites. So you will have to perform quality analysis as well as the quantity analysis. Quality analysis is all about when you go and look into this particular, for example, you want to verify this particular first, this is the first result that is appearing, correct? So that means this is the topmost competitor for this particular keyword. You want to analyze the content on this particular page. That's basically the qualitative analysis. That means what is written there, if all the topics are well covered, or did they miss anything, did they really solve the problem that visitor is looking for, are there any gaps that we can cover up. So that you, once you read through all these headings, if you scan through this content, this article, and if you have a fair idea about this particular topic, you will be able to make out. That's the qualitative analysis. So once you do this, you will have to identify certain subtopics which are not extensively covered here or which are missed out, so that you can include that in your article. Then that will become superior with respect to quality aspect of the content. The other thing that you need to also verify is quantity aspect. Quantity aspect is we also want to better to check what is the word count of all these top search results, so that you don't fall too short. Around that should be same, at least you should produce similar kind of a word count article. In experience, what we are seeing is there is in some exceptions, some of the sites even with shorter length of content, they outperform, but in most of the cases we observed that you need to have a fairly same or more word count in comparison to the competition, if you find a similar kind of a trend there. So now the first extension what I explained to you is SEO server. This comes very handy here. How it is? So if you go back to our search results, this is the search results, right? So here under each of these particular the search URL, we already verified here, right? Just below this you will find something called estimated monthly traffic, and then another icon here, see this number of words in this particular article, and then this is about the for number of exact keywords. But the most important thing here is number of words. So for this particular top one results, if you this for in this URL has about 3062 words of content. Now if you go to the second one, ignore it because this is a Q&A site, so we don't worry about that, because there will be a lot of the long several question and answers will be there, not necessarily targeted answer. Now next third site, if you see here about 2296 is the number of words, you can see it here. Second one, 2296 words of content is there on this article. Third one is about a 7727. Next one is 1213, then 1170, then 7884. So then 1541, then 1270. So on an average there are two outliers are there. One is this is about 7000. We, whenever you find this kind of outlier, just verify that. For example, this is 7000. Let's look at the content. What it is it really focused on this topic, or did they cover something else also? So if you see here, so they covered this particular topic, but how to figure out who hacked your phone? What is the basically the question here? How to fix a hacked Android phone? So the answer, this particular page doesn't cover only this answer. It is covering lot of, so it is starting from how to figure out who hacked your phone, and then that's where it is starting. So that means the exact answer for this would be at least in one of the subsection, but because the competition is not so high, it is outperforming. So Once you verify this, then you will make out, okay, though it is 7,000 words, not all the entire content is focused towards the targeted topic. Whereas this particular content, if you see how to fix the hacked Android phone, this is exactly matching to the query that we just typed. That means entire this content, about nearly a 3,000 word content, is focused towards it. And then we found another article about a 2,000 word, and then 1,000. Predominantly first two articles are about 3,000 word, 3,000, 2,000, and then most of others are about 1170 or 1514, 12, around 1,500 word, 1,500 to 2,000. There are a couple of outliers are there, nearly about 7,000, that we saw the reason. That's though it is so long, it is not exactly entire content is not focused toward the search query. So you can take that as an exception. So on an average, so most of the articles are about 1,500 to 2,000, but top one is about 3,000. So best would be go ahead and attack the first one and produce a quality content about a 3,000 plus words, and also take care of the quality aspect. That means you go through these articles and identify certain topics which are not either extensively covered or not covered in these articles, and write content for those things. So this is how your SEO surfer, this particular extension, will come very handy. Without opening any article, by just looking at it, you will be able to make out what is the word count of most of the competitors search results. Now for example, if you find most of them are about, let me tell you when it will be very useful. If you find that most of them are about a 10,000, 12,000 word count, and if you are not a person or not equipped to write such a long content, though it is a low competition, you may give a miss to that. But if you find most of the articles are about 700, 800, 900, you can immediately pounce on it and then do the analysis and pick it up. So that's how this particular SEO surfer, which is a free extension, will be very useful. And second extension, what I told is word count extension. This is exactly do the same similar function, but you can go ahead and look into the word count in the individual article. For example, this is the article that we just opened, right? So now if you just select all, Control A, and then entire content, and then right click here, you will find here word count these words. This is on a specific page. So this is basically because of the extension we just installed. Click on this, then it will show you it has about a 2,600 plus words are there. Now you may get slightly confused why it is showing 3,000 here, why it is showing 2,600 here, because when there will be some kind deviation with respect to counting, there may be some links and footers, all those things will be there, or maybe in the HTML there may be some content will be there which is not being counted by this particular tool. When, because here we are selecting physically entire this content on the page and counting, but what this tool does is this actually takes the HTML version of it and counts it. When you take the HTML version, you will have a lot of text tags within that HTML, like your title tag, like your meta description, some of the alt tags, all these things will be there. Most likely this tool must have been counting those things. That's why you will find some about maybe a 10% of deviation, but that I don't see any major disruptive deviation there. That's okay. 2,600 plus 3,000, about 10% of deviation that goes into the technical tags. Even if you attempt to write about this about 2,700 content, even your content also, once you take care of all those tags, it will come at about 3,000 words or so. So if you want, while analyzing a individual page, on that page, if you want to check out check it out what is the word count, then you can actually use this particular extension we just installed, which is called word counter, which is absolutely free. It tells you exactly word count is about a 2,600, characters are about a 15k, and characters basically without spaces, so much so. But these two are not so important or not so relevant, not so important, but the first one is very important. We'll get to know exactly what is the word count on this. In case if when you are actually doing this kind of a search analysis, just want to have a glance of the word count of all the top search results, then SEO surfer will come handy. But if you are analyzing an individual page, then this particular extension will be very handy. Both of them are absolutely free. Probably SEO Surfer you may need to sign in, but only just free sign up. That's about it. You need not to really pay any money. So in day-to-day analysis, I found that every now and then this will really help you to speed up and your process and also make some critical decisions. And when those are free, there is absolutely no reason why you can't use it in your analysis. So I just thought of sharing these two tools related information as I extensively use them. Hope you like the content. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.